Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Owen. Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Today's video is going to be a classic pickups video slash what I've been wearing. I've got a rack full of some new clothes that I've not shown off on the channel before, some new pickups and stuff, a couple of shoes as well, some accessories. It's ridiculously hot in LA today and our AC sucks. So if I start sweating during this video, please ignore that. Anyways, I wanted to run over some of my new pickups for you guys, what I've been wearing. I also want to say a huge thank you to everybody who supported the last Somar collection, the Dystopia collection. It was absolutely insane, blown away by the amount of support. You guys really went crazy and I am so appreciative of that. There's not much stuff left. I think all the pants are gone. Only like a few of like the nano zip hoodies left, some of the t-shirts, random sizes and some of the tops left, but it's pretty much slim pickings, which is super cool. So thank you to everybody who supported. The next collection, I'm not gonna reveal too much. I'm gonna talk about a couple of items that are coming out, but the next collection is gonna be in December. So keep your eyes out for that on the IG. And we're currently planning out the shoot and the styling and everything. So very exciting stuff, and I'll be sure to take you guys along that journey and talk about everything at some point. But I just want to say a huge thank you. Next collection is coming soon. I was thinking my next video, by the way, is going to be a fall outerwear video. If that's something that you want to see, let me know down in the comments. I read every single comment and I try to respond to every single comment as well. So if you have any questions or want to start a conversation, start it in the comments below. Share the video with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And without further ado, let's get into some pieces. I'm gonna start with some outerwear first. I've got 3 pieces of outerwear to show you guys. This first one is a really sick piece. I love this jacket so much. This is a Dior Autumn Winter 04. The collection is called Victim of the Crime, or VOTC, if you ever see that on Grailed or used websites, whatever. This is an M65 field jacket, which is a military style jacket. And pretty much every year that Eddie Slimane was designing at Dior, he did his different rendition of an M65. And out of all of them, this is easily my favorite. He did a lot of different materials, a lot of different variations on like pocket placement, like finishings and hardware and everything, like the bells and whistles. This is easily my favorite version. This is a vintage cotton M65. It has a dual-sided front zipper, so it can zip down from the top and from the bottom, which is really cool. Snap button closure as well, and I love how the button placement is. It's sort of not sporadic, but it's in groups of 2s instead of just being like lined one by one going down the lapel. On the shoulder, it has these 2 flaps that are actually snapped down, and it has it covers the top opening of a pocket, which is really cool. And then it has 2 side entry pockets on either side around, I'd say, waist height. And then it has 2 more cargo pockets on the very bottom, both with top entry and side entry zipper pockets. And the bells and whistles are crazy on this thing. This one, unfortunately, is missing the epaulets, which kind of sucks. And I wonder if I can get some like donor epaulets from another item. Still a cool jacket nonetheless though. It does have a zipper on the collar for a hood, but there's actually no hood on the inside, which is kind of interesting. I do wish there was a hood. This one is also missing the cord that goes around, I think it's the bottom. This one's also missing the cord that I think goes around the waist of the jacket to cinch it in, but that's fine, I don't really need that. It's a size 50, like all Eddie Slimane Dior, it fits incredibly slim, so it fits more like a true medium, maybe a slightly bigger small. I love this piece, been wearing it a lot. I'm not sure if I've posted a reel about it at this point or not, but most M65 jackets that you'll see online, vintage ones, will just be green, and I like that I got a black one. Obviously, it's way more wearable for me, so that is the Dior M65. Moving on to a big boy piece. This is something I got not too long ago. I am a huge fan of ERD, but however, I think only the outerwear, some of the pants, some of the more like out there items, I guess. I think like their tees and hoodies, even though they're cool, I would never ever spend that amount of money on that ERD hoodie or tee. It is just absolutely insane. That being said, I do like a lot of their leather goods, and I've wanted this jacket for so long. I do have a different version of the Violator jacket, but this is the original Violator jacket in this amazing burgundy blood red color. This is actually, funny enough, a Celine reference, so not really an original design, but I love the leather on this one. I think Celine did it in spring summer 20, and this came out in 24. It has these really cool little stitch details on the front and back that create this awesome V shape. Maybe that's why it's called the Violator jacket. But it also has like some Western inspired influence as well. Celine obviously pulls a lot of Western influence. And I think this jacket came in black, white, and then this burgundy red. And I think the red is probably my favorite of the three. This one is just such a piece. It's definitely a statement piece, but I think because it is a muted red, it doesn't stand out too much. The quality is actually really good. I know ERD products can range in terms of quality. Some are nice, some are not so nice. I think over time the quality has gotten a lot better, and yeah, I'm super happy with this purchase. I got it on sale as well, so I did not pay that full retail price, thank God. That is the ERD Violator jacket. Last up for the outerwear, I wanted to get a blazer for a wedding that I was going to last month in Boston, and I wanted to get something that was very subdued, not too flashy out there, and I ended up finding this really sick Dior, I think it's spring summer 06, the same collection as my other sequin items, like my sequin polo and sequin elbow patch blazer. On the back has these two circular elbow patches that have sequins on it. It is a single button blazer. I don't know too much about suiting, to be honest, so I can't tell you that much about like construction and details. It does have a peaked lapel, which I'm a huge fan of. I think every blazer looks better with a peaked lapel. Personally, I'm more of a fan of 2-button blazers, but I could get around this one just having one. I could just add a second one if I wanted, but I just personally think 2-button generally looks better. But sequins are just a really nice touch. This thing was not like crazy priced either. I just wanted something that was a little bit of an elevated blazer. And now I have this for life. I can wear it to other weddings. And moving on to an accessory. This is one that I'm stoked on. I was gonna show you guys this thing a few months ago, maybe 4 months ago when I got the first sample in, because it was a really good first sample, but I knew that if I showed it that early, my DMs would just be filled consistently with when's this coming out, and I didn't know when exactly it was going to come out. So now I can finally tell you it's coming out in December. This is the Somar Veil Burden bag. This is the pre-production sample. I just got this in yesterday, so I have not used it very much compared to the first sample, which I use every single day. This is a military style mole backpack. This is a 24-liter backpack, very military inspired with like mole attachments and everything. And we have fully decked this thing out. This is built completely from scratch. These are not blanks or anything. We made these backpacks, and then also, as you can tell, we added the veil layer on top of it, going all around the bag. And going in line with the veil items, as always, every single zipper has an extended tassel on it, creating this insane shape when you walk around. I went with the 24-liter backpack because that's the one that I've been using for the past like 3 years, maybe 3.5, 4 years. And it's the perfect size. It fits laptop, fits everything I could need in a day. It fits my laptop, fits my water bottle, my sketchbook, wallet, everything that I could possibly need. So I wanted to stay true to that. All the zipper tape is contrast as well with the same army green color that's on the black veil bomber jacket. And then also all the buckles are antique bronze as well. There's so many compartments in this thing, it's kind of hard to show on, let's see if I can show it. Let me take my laptop sleeve out. You can see all of the compartments in there. It's got a laptop sleeve in there, pockets on, oh, it's got so many pockets on the inside. It's got the care tag right there. It's got 2 larger net pockets on the inside. By the way, I'm not gonna go over every single compartment because that would probably take 30 minutes. This thing just keeps going, it's like a maze. It's got a pocket up front, up there. This is also a compartment. You can Velcro that open and put stuff in there, like a little stash. This front pocket is the one that I usually put my AirPod Maxes in. That one opens up, shows all the little compartments in there, Somar tag and everything. The finishings on this backpack are actually insane, and stoked to finally get this out for you guys. This is the daily backpack. Try not to be biased, but I think it's like the coolest backpack that's ever been made. Moving down a layer onto some tops, I have one of 3 items from K2. Shout out my boy Caleb, that is the homie. We may or may not be working on something. That's all I'm gonna say. This is his linen shirt from his most recent collection that he dropped in October, I believe. This is the linen dyed shirt. This is an insane piece. It's one of my favorite shirts, easily. I needed a flannel layer so bad, and I'm so glad that Caleb came out with this. This is a linen that's been dyed to this awesome gray color. Japanese hardware. It's got a hidden placket so you can tuck the buttons away. The collar is very signature to K2. It's like an oversized collar. And then it's got bias finishing on the inside of the flannel. That is crazy. And then one of my favorite details is probably the raw finishing on the sleeves and hem. Creates this really cool dangly effect. It just looks very loose. It looks very like unfinished, even though it is completely finished. It has a chest pocket, and I got a size small, fits me perfect. It is like an oversized shirt for sure. Such a sick piece. I think everything from the collection is amazing. I have a few more things that I've got coming from the pre-order, but this is just the pre-made stuff. Moving on to this polo. This is semi-recent, kind of like a weird purchase for me. This is a No Fear polo. I bet you don't really see No Fear stuff being showed on YouTube that often, or even like social media. But I just love a good black polo. And this one looks very calm and tame when the collar is down. Just says Fear, a little fear hit right there. My favorite detail is underneath the collar. I sometimes like to rock a polo with the collar up. It says Fear in big white bold lettering going all the way around. It's really sick. I fuck with it heavy. I generally rock this thing with the collar up, and then I'll usually do the top 2 buttons open. So it just like sits open and flows a little bit like that. Other than that, just a really basic polo, nothing too crazy. A little pricey, I will say. Wanted to show that off since I've been wearing it a ton. This next item is another top layer. This is a vintage Emporio Armani thick cord or whale wide cord vest. I think this is from either the 80s or the 90s. This is actually from my homie Mason. He bought this originally off the RealReal, but it was too small on him, so I wanted to cop it. And I love Armani vests. I actually have 5 of them now. But I think they're all Emporio Armani as well. But yeah, I just love a good thick cord. I love how it's kind of like a life preserver vest style. It's not overly designed or anything. It's more just a very simple medium layer that you can throw underneath the jacket, over top a hoodie, that kind of thing. Very low key, very subdued, and wanted to show that off real quick. Before I do the tees, I want to show another accessory. It's actually on the dome right now, so let me flip this thing around. So this is a crazy piece. This is the Balenciaga Britney studded hat. I think came out in their last collection, not the last collection, but the one previously. And I think it was like an official collaboration with Britney Spears, which is hilarious. There's Britney embroidered in blue thread on the top, then it has a studded out crystallized B in like different font, which is really cool. And then the brim is just fully studded out in little spikes. The underside of the brim has a Britney signature as well. I thought it was real at first, and I looked closely and you can just barely see the halftone. Actual construction of the hat is really nice. I'm actually impressed. It is extremely sturdy. I love the curvature of the brim, how it's not super flat or anything. And I actually like how there's no top button. I don't even know what that's called, but not a fan of that. Yeah, the actual like material is really nice. It's like all like faded and distressed. It has a Velcro backstrap that says Balenciaga, and then it has our little sporty B logo embroidered at the top right there. I've been rocking this thing pretty much every day since I got it in. I either wear it backwards like this or front ways, and it's a vibe. All right, moving on to some tees. This is a 1995 vintage 9-inch nails. Goddamn this noise inside my head long sleeve. I've wanted this piece for so long, and I figured out the longer I waited, the more expensive they got. There's one on Depop at one point for like 300, and I was like, nah, that's too much. And then they kept going up 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. I was like, God damn, I just need to find like a good one and then somehow get a good deal on it, and ended up grabbing this one for a great deal. I love the repeating graphic. I think it's so sick. On the back, it's got the Spiral hit. I think this is from the Downward Spiral album, and it's just such a sick long sleeve. This one has like some opened up sleeves, which are kind of cool. It's just been distressed over time. Most of these have like faded to blue, unfortunately, and this one is just very faintly blue. They are all on the same All Sport Pro Weight tag, I believe. On the shoulder, it has a nothing embroidery. I haven't done a ton of research, but it might be like a record label, or it might be the production company. I don't know, something about it, but they all have that same shoulder hit. And this one just fits incredibly. It's a smallish long sleeve on me. And next, wouldn't be an Owen video without a couple gaming tees. So I only have 2 gaming tees and 1 movie tee technically. This one, I have a few of these now. I honestly just love collecting gaming tees. This is a 1996 Quake 1 tee. Ties perfectly together with that last item because Nine Inch Nails actually did the soundtrack for Quake 1. There's lots of photos of Trent Reznor wearing this exact same t-shirt, and there's a whole studio album. If you go in Nine Inch Nails discography on Spotify, you can find the Quake 1 album on there. It's very brooding, very haunty, very atmospheric. Not a whole lot of the music actually. It's kind of just like sounds, which is kind of cool. The Quake logo is one of my favorite logos of all time. This one is like so perfectly faded. This is technically an XL, but I had this one resized to my ideal fitting tee. It has the id Software hit on the sleeve, and then it has Quake copyright 1996 id Software on the back. Just a super sick t-shirt. This next one is another gaming tee. This is actually a holy grail tee for me. I saw one of these pop up about a year ago on eBay for only a few minutes, and it instantly sold. The listing was in England or whatever, and I just was so bummed that I missed out because I knew how rare it was. Because one of my collector friends, he has one of these, and he posted about it like that he's only ever seen one of them before. So the fact that I saw one on eBay, god damn, I was so close to securing it. It wasn't even that bad of a price either. And fast forward about a year, one finally popped up, and I got it. This is a 2005 Resident Evil 1 Itchy Tasty tee. I know it's nothing crazy. It's not an insane t-shirt, an insane graphic or whatever. I personally really love the graphic. This is the first zombie that you see in Resident Evil, in the very first cutscene where the zombie turns his head to you after eating a corpse. It's got the little Resident Evil hit right there, 2005 Capcom. It's just such a weird random graphic. I love the color. I love that it's red and yellow. On a Gildan heavyweight as well. That's the other thing. The only other one that I've seen is faded blue. So the fact that this one is black is crazy. No other logo hits or anything, just another holy grail item, I think. And then the last t-shirt. Moving on to the next tee, this is technically a movie tee. This is a Czech Resident Evil Apocalypse tee. Super insane item. There has only ever been one of these on eBay, and the guy was asking for $1,000. This is a completely different graphic than the global and US version that's out there, where it just says Resident Evil Apocalypse in like blue lettering. This one actually has Mila Jovovich front and center in this awesome blue graphic, and then it says Resident Evil Apocalypsa, which is super sick. You guys know that I love collecting really weird, obscure items, and this definitely checked that box for me. And then it also has the Umbrella Corporation hit on the sleeve, and the actual fit of this t-shirt is so cool. It fits almost identical to the Knoll tee that I released last month. So obviously I love the fit of this t-shirt. The collar is a little bit tight, I guess, compared to how the body fits. Same exact tags and everything as the eBay listing that was like $1,000. And I got 2 of these brand new dead stock. I think they're like $80 for both of them, shipped from the Czech Republic, which is insane. This guy just had them on ice. So it feels good to have one to rock, one to stock. And then before I move on to the pants, I've got 4 pairs of pants. I have 2 pairs of shoes that I want to show you guys. They're both boots. First pair I got not too long ago. This is the Telfar Timberland collaboration boot. This is the mid-height. They released 2 different colorways in 3 different heights. They did like a loafer height, they did this middle height, and then they also did like a super high top, like goes up to like your thigh height. This one immediately caught my eye. I was like, holy shit, this boot looks perfect. I love the shape of Tim's. It's so cool to see like a pull-on one, and I love that they actually like changed a lot of details about it. Basically, this entire part of the boot is the same as a basic Timberland, and then instead of a lace-up, they decided to do a pull-on top with like a slouchy shape to it. It's a little bit wide than typical like pull-on cowboy boot, I'd say. I love that the leather that they chose has like a little bit of like sway to it. It's not like sturdy, but it's not super slouchy. Like it still clearly stands up on its own. And I also love the grain on it as well. It's sort of like really beautiful pebbled leather. Kind of reminds me of like a nubuck. I think it might be a nubuck. It just has a little Timberland hit right there. And the only other branding hits are on the inside. If you decide to like down the top of the shoe, just has like the Telfar Timberland collaboration stuff on the inside. I signed up for the release of these, so I was notified immediately when they went live, and then they instantly sold out. I think now they go for like $600, maybe a little bit more, which is insane that Timberlands are reselling. Yeah, curious to hear what you guys think about the Timberland Telfar boots. I think they're super sick. I love the lug sole on them as well. And let me grab the other pair of shoes. All right, this next pair you guys have been asking for. You guys have been very patiently waiting. This is also gonna come out in December, but I just wanna give a little preview. This is the Digi Camo Hunk boots in the printed Digi Camo canvas that are coming out, like I said, in December, part of the next collection. You guys know that I love the Hunk boots. I wear them all the time. I want to do some more variations as well. And the first version I want to do after the initial reverse suede is a printed canvas, and I actually designed this Digi Camo that we're using on a lot of other items, one you'll see very soon. Each of the camos that are gonna be in the collection are different colorways. So this one is like the desert colorway, like the desert tan. Black hardware, looks so sick. Hunk boot is like the perfect blend of like a hiking boot and like a combat military style boot. Got a really nice Vibram lug sole on the bottom. Got these ski style clasps on the side that you can actually wear in a lot of different variations. I generally wear them only with the bottom 2 down. You can go all the way up and have them nice and taut. Has the Somar logo hit on the front. Black hardware. All the hardware is custom for Somar as well. You can see the little logo hit on the buckle. This is my sample pair that I've been wearing for probably 6 months at this point, maybe 5 months. There is one other version coming out that I'll probably show in a future video or something. Yeah, stoked. This pair is just absolutely cooked. I've been wearing this so much. The tan camo actually goes with a lot more than I originally thought. And these will be cheaper than the leather versions, even though these are technically more expensive to make because it is a printed custom canvas. Wanted to price them a little bit lower than the leather ones just because it's canvas and not leather. So that is the second pair of shoes. Moving on to the pants, there are 4 pants I want to show you guys. The next 2 are actually, again, from K2. These are the Selvage boot cut denim from K2, again, part of their newest collection. Really sick pair of jeans. I don't own any denim that is in this color. It's sort of like a gray with a very hint of blue in this like really beautiful like slubby denim. I'm not a denim snob, so please roast me, but I love the little like white thread that poke out on the denim texture, and the actual leg fit itself is beautiful. It is a boot cut fit, like I mentioned. The actual denim itself is insanely heavy. I think this is 18 ounces, which is crazy. Somar denim, for reference, is 14 ounces if you guys own any Somar denim. So this is extremely stiff. I've only had them for a couple of days, so I've yet to like break them in. Actually really comfortable, very cozy, and they look so good with boots. Like all K2 denim, it'll have this lamb leather back patch with the raw edge, which looks so sick. There's the selvage lining as well. Yeah, I'm just so stoked in this pair because I don't have any denim in this color. And all my denim is black pretty much. For size reference, I did go with the size small, and I'm a true 30. Also, I forgot one more detail, is the signature like dart that happens on, I don't even know what that'd be, like the thigh, I guess, onto the outer side of the leg going in. Looks super sick. And yeah, I can't wait to break these in and beat them up a lot. One more K2 item. These ones are super sick. Cannot wait to wear these more. I just got them in a couple days ago. These are the linen capris. It's the exact same dyed linen as the flannel shirt that I showed you guys. So it's like a gray linen with like this black micro check pattern. And they're like capri fit. And then it has some like really cool like hand done elements that kind of separate it from some other capris. It has like a lot of little patchwork. So this top panel is actually one patch, and then it has two patches on the front of the leg that have like some repair stitching that I'm sure you guys can see. It kind of looks like a re-engineered pair of capris. And then again on the back, it has the same lamb leather raw edge back patch, which is super sick. And then two flap welt pockets on the back. The fit is incredible. I do recommend going down a size if you can. If not, go like 2 sizes down. Got a size small in these, and I think these probably fit like a 32-ish. Because they are like a lighter fabric, they do like stretch a lot more. So these are small and I'm a 30, I still have like tiny bit of room. I'm gonna be wearing these so much, especially days like today. I'm gonna throw these on. It is 94 degrees out right now. So shout out to Caleb, and you'll be hearing from both of us pretty soon. Hush, hush. On to the next pair of denim. This is something that originally I wanted to release part of the last collection. I told you guys it was gonna be part of the last collection. Ended up delaying it to the December collection because I thought it was just like too many raw denim releasing at once. I wanted to like separate it out a little bit. It will finally be coming out in December. These are the Perth denim, which is the Somar boot cut flare denim. A little bit slimmer than the Ahab model, if you guys know the Ahab model. They might look similar on a flat lay, but side by side, on body, they fit completely different. This one's way shorter in terms of the inseam length. I wear boots. These actually don't touch the ground, so I actually have very, very little heel bite, and I've been wearing these for like 2 months straight. Like all Somar denim, you're gonna have the quick draw pockets, which is probably my favorite detail. Raw selvage denim, it's black on black thread, so it takes a super long time to fade. These have not really faded at all. 14 ounces denim, like I mentioned. Back pockets right there. It's got a Somar button fly, Somar badge on the top of the pocket right there. I'll probably talk more about these in a future video, but I know you guys have constantly been asking, like my comments in the last video just flooded, like where's the Perth denim when? They're finally coming out. Eyes peeled for the December collection. Last Somar item, you guys have also been asking about these. These are the Pequod Digi Camo cargos. This is a labor of love. This item is so insane. It has the same exact Digi Camo pattern as the Hunk boots and a couple other items that are coming out in the collection. This is the Snow Camo, and yeah, it has the same fit as the Pequod denim and Pequod double knees, which I'm wearing right now. Sort of like a wide fit, super long rise. It still has the quick draw pockets, and then honestly, my favorite detail beyond the pattern itself is actually the 3D cargo pocket on the side of the leg. It has a flat, hopefully the camera can pick it up, but it has a flat edge on the front of the pocket, and then as it extends towards the back, it actually becomes a hanging pocket, like a 3D style pocket. Meticulous in terms of the construction, and also it is a button flap pocket as well. Then on the back side, to separate it from the other Pequod fits, it has two flap pockets on the back. Things are just so cool. They will be coming in one more color, which is extremely limited. All the info I'm gonna leave for now. I'm super in love with the Digi Camo. When I was making this Digi Camo, no joke, for probably like 2 days, because it's all hand done. All I could see when I closed my eyes is the Digi Camo pattern. It was like burned into my eyeballs. Wasn't that fun, but I'm really happy with how it came out. Took a lot of tries to get the like scale of the print down right, and then get all the Pantone color matching. Like I mentioned, for each item it is a slightly different colorway. We've got this desert camo, got the snow camo, there may be a woodland camo, there may be a black camo. Is it for the Somar Digicamo Pequod Cargos. Kind of a mouthful name, but that is what it is. That's all the items for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Drop a like below if you enjoyed the video. Again, I read every single comment, so get commenting down below. You guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys soon. Later.